Co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. Need help? Call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team today.
When some kids approached the Old Main fire station in downtown Juarez to see if they had toys for them. The firefighters say they will wash stuffed animals, repair bikes, sort toys by age appropriateness and for the gender that they were made. In Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado's daughter has accepted the Nobel Peace Prize on her mother's behalf. She said in a speech written by Machado that Venezuela shows the world we must be willing to fight for freedom. The chair of the Norwegian Nobel Committee told the award ceremony that Maria Corina Machado has done everything in her power to be able to attend the ceremony here today. He said that it was a journey in a situation of extreme danger. Her daughter said that Machado will never give up on attaining a free Venezuela and vowed that she will be back in Venezuela very, very soon. Before we go, we wanted to remind you to check out our partners at Political Power Ranker. It is a weekly show tracking the movers, shakers, and rule makers in American politics. Nextstar's Director of Political Content, Chris Berg, and Director of Emerson College Polling, Spencer Kimball, break down who's up and who's down in the world of politics based on data. And this week's Political Power Ranker episode focuses on some new polling in a very important state, that is the swing state of Ohio, both their Senate and governor's races. So make sure to look out for more on that. That's going to do it for us today. We'll see you next time.
It's my favorite time of year. Sugar cookies in the air. Simple joy like laughter. It's that native holiday cheer. It's that native holiday cheer.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
At Hickory Recovery Network, we are dedicated to being a national leader in the treatment of substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. Our mission is to provide compassionate, structured, and evidence-based care through our expanding network. Now in Texas, Hickory Treatment Center at Longview offers a comprehensive residential treatment program designed to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. If you or a loved one needs help, call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team or visit HickoryTreatmentCenters.com today.
2026 Winter Olympics.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Aaron Gonders.
And I'm Carney Porter. 3 people remain in jail tonight after an Archer City police unit was stolen. And the Archer County deputy who ended the chase that followed with a pit maneuver was actually the suspect's brother.
Early yesterday morning, Sheriff Jack Curd says a deputy made a traffic stop about a block behind the school in Archer City before a drug canine officer was brought to the scene by the Young County Sheriff's Office. The sheriff says Rick Flightman was soon placed in the back of an Archer City police unit and handcuffed, but then somehow was able to get out of the cuffs.
Sheriff Curd says around 1:30 yesterday morning, Flightman kicked the police unit's cage door open, crawled through the cage, and then stole the car, taking off and being chased at high speeds. The sheriff says it was Flightman's brother, who's an Archer County deputy, who used pit maneuvers to finally wreck the unit on a gravel road east of Windthorst in Clay County.
Sheriff Curd says Flightman was already wanted on a warrant out of Archer County and another in Tarrant County. He says Flightman was taken into custody and remains in the Young County Jail on charges out of Archer County for possession of methamphetamine, theft of a police car, and felony evading.
Also arrested, 63-year-old Davy Steinberger and 23-year-old Malia Hill. They're also charged with possession of meth, and each has a bond of $20,000. The sheriff says all 3 were in the vehicle that was initially pulled over.
And progress continues to be made on renovations at the McNeil Elementary School building. That's after $14 million were approved by the WFISD board members back in September to give the facility a complete overhaul. Superintendent Dr. Donnie Lee says they are roughly 30 to 35% complete with the renovations. That will include a full science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, or STEAM hub in the center of the building. The work also created separate wings for each grade, including kindergarten, which will come with its own gym and playground.
Officials with Holiday ISD say major upgrades are on the way there, thanks to the voter-approved bond package from 2023. After a new baseball and softball complex and renovations at the football field, the projects they're currently working on are classroom additions at the middle school, along with a cafeteria for the secondary students. On top of that, they're building a new auditorium that will allow the district to host more events like one-act play contests for theater students. Superintendent Cody Carroll says the plan is to have the cafeteria and classrooms finished around the end of March, with hopes of opening the auditorium by October of next year.
All right, now let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Michael Bolin for a look outside. And Michael, windy earlier today, but it seems a little quieter out there right now.
Yeah, the wind is calming down overnight tonight. It is going to pick back up, though, in a different direction for tomorrow. We'll talk more about that with a weak cold front coming through in a little bit. Satellite radar across the area has a few thin clouds in the sky, but overall it's still clear to mostly clear skies as we go throughout the overnight hours. Current temperature is 51 degrees in Wichita Falls, 54 for DFW, 55 for Midland and Amarillo, 57 out towards El Paso. We are 5 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. This afternoon was about 10 degrees warmer, though, than yesterday. So it was a warmer day, a little bit cooler tomorrow with a weak front moving through. But even colder air is on the way this weekend, and that includes a chance for highs in the 40s, potentially down into the 30s. We'll talk about it coming up here in a few minutes, Cardi.
All right, we'll see you then, Michael. Thanks so much. A local event is raising funds for the Clay County Animal Shelter in Henrietta. Photojournalist Josh Rowe shows us how they're doing that with a Remember When window shopping experience.
In 2017, there was a stray dog that came up to my house. Didn't take her in. Neighbors posted about her online trying to find her owner. No success. So I finally took her to the animal shelter to donate her, and I was told they couldn't take her. They were full. So I ended up taking the dog in myself. The first year that I did this, it was just a spur of the moment thing. I threw out an opportunity for people to come out to my yard to see this wine bottle tree and to have a picture made with the dog. Her name is Bandy, and I called it Bandy's Benefit.
We were there for the first one that Toby did for us. Fantastic job he did. It brings attention to us because he knows a lot of people, and donations. He gets us a lot of donations through Bandy's Benefit.
In years past, I've done a lot of display in my yard with what I've got at my house. I don't have that opportunity anymore. But at the same time, everybody's yearning for things that we used to do in the past. So why not go back to a window shopping experience that you can go back and see things that we used to have as kids, or even our parents or grandparents had when they were kids, and remember the things that brought us a lot of fun and joy and good memories. It's a bonding experience. And anything that can get families together, even if it is just for a few moments in this day and time, that's essential and that's needed. The animal shelter is here this evening. They're always welcoming anybody out to the shelter to come to either foster or adopt dogs or cats, and also to take donations and just to come see the facilities. They're very proud of it.
That just looks like a whole lot of fun.
And all for the four-legged babies.
Yep, all for the dogs out
I know.
there.
I will give them credit though. That wine Christmas tree, that wine bottle Christmas tree was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was
a great
pretty cool
sight. We liked it.
Well, there's a way to find out why you're seeing certain videos on your feed on Instagram.
Coming up in tonight's What the Tech, learn how a new feature from Meta lets you see the way the algorithm builds your feed. We'll have that and more after Michael's full forecast.
It's my favorite time of year. Sugar cookies in the air. Simple joy while laughter stays. That native holiday cheer. It's that native holiday cheer.
At Hickory Treatment Center in Longview, we provide compassionate, evidence-based care for substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. Need help? Call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay, but with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable. Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here? Biologically, no. Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills. Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hi, I'm Judge Kennedy of the 78th District Court. My staff and I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please stay safe as you celebrate with friends and family this season. To our military, veterans, and law enforcement, please know that we thank you for your service and your sacrifice. Happy holidays.
Holiday greetings on KFDX are brought to you by Vitro Architectural Glass. Now from KFDX 3, Texoma's Weather Authority with Chief Meteorologist Michael Bowling.
So we're calming down going into the later hours. It was quite windy today, but thankfully it's not, at least in the other direction. It's not in the direction it was today.
Yeah. Well,
how's that?
Well, when the front hits tomorrow morning, it's going to get windy again.
There we go.
Just in the other direction.
It's like a temporary. Yeah. It's just a temporary pause.
It's a temporary pause on the wind.
There
although the wind never actually stops. It's always moving at least a little bit because.
But not as much.
Yeah. Not as much right now. Anyways, taking a look outside in the lawn tower cam. Current temperature is 51 degrees. You got a south wind averaging 8 miles per hour. Today's high was 71 degrees, so we went down as 15 degrees above our average of 56, and the low this morning was 33 degrees, which was 1 degree above freezing, and also 1 degree above our average, which is at freezing this time of year at 32. So for tomorrow morning, it actually will be a little bit warmer to start out the day. Tomorrow morning, you get more low 40s to maybe some mid 40s mixing in too. South of the Red River, north of the Red River, you get a few more high 30s, but we're all staying above freezing here as we go into tomorrow morning. But as we go into the afternoon, we have a cold front that hits mid-morning around 9 o'clock, and that's going to keep us a little bit cooler tomorrow afternoon. You get some low 60s in the northern portions of the area to mid-60s right along the Red River, and then more mid-60s here as you as you work your way down south, and even get down to some high 60s there. 68 for Jacksboro, Graham, and Throckmorton. So temperatures tomorrow afternoon, pretty good considering we do have a weak front that moves through. That will change, though, over this weekend. As we go into Saturday morning, feels like temperatures to start out the day, high 20s, low 30s, right around that freezing mark here as we start out the morning on Saturday. In the afternoon hours, this mall has us warming up into the mid to high 60s. I think we're going to be cooler than that. I think it's probably going to be closer to the high 50s to low 60s. But regardless, as we go into the evening hours, the front looks like it's slowed down some, but it's still coming in here as we go into the evening hours around 8 to 9 to 10 o'clock. And we will cool down quickly as we go into the night. By Sunday morning, getting up, getting ready for church, we got those wind chills down into the teens. It's going to be a cold start to that day and still pretty cold in the afternoon. We only get up to a high of 39 degrees Sunday afternoon, but then we do warm up pretty quickly. I mean, this is a really short cold snap. We're back up to 75, 20 degrees above average by Wednesday. We keep mid to low 70s going throughout the rest of next week into the following weekend, and we'll likely keep those above average temperatures going into the Christmas holiday. So we have some nice temperatures to hang around here for a little while. Satellite radar across the area is overall pretty quiet. A few thin, high cirrus clouds. That will continue here as we go throughout the next couple of days. It's a lot of blue sky. Even with the fronts coming through, there's no precipitation, no huge increase in cloud cover. It's a pretty quiet looking sky, although the temperatures on Sunday are going to be a lot colder. So for tonight, 40 degrees, clear and cool with a wind becoming light overnight tonight. Tomorrow high 65 degrees, sunny and breezy, northeast wind gusting up over 20 miles per hour. Here's a 7-day forecast now. We're back down to a high of only 39 on Sunday, and then we're right back up into the mid-70s by the middle of next week.
At Hickory Treatment Center in Longview, we provide compassionate, evidence-based care for substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. Need help? Call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
Time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I could not help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
KFDX 3 News.
If you use Instagram, you've probably noticed the app seems to know exactly what you like and sometimes even what you don't.
Yeah, that's right. It's the dreaded algorithm. But as Jamie Tucker explains tonight, Instagram is rolling out a new tool to let people see and even change how their reels appear.
Does anyone really love the algorithm? We hear that word everywhere. It's the invisible engine deciding what you see when you flip through a social media platform. Well, Instagram is rolling out something called My Algorithm that allows you to tell Instagram what you want to see and what you don't. You look for a new icon in the upper right-hand corner of the Reels tab. If you don't see it, tap Home, then Reels. Tap it to see a list of subjects the app believes match your interests. These are based on what you watch and how long you watch it. On this account, I guess running, fashion, and travel. Below are specific subjects Instagram thinks you like. You can tell Instagram you want to see more or less of any of them. And as you remove and add subjects, the recommendations update live. After I added Apple devices and basketball, Reels on those topics started showing up instantly. Meta says this is the most transparency it has ever given users about how their feeds are built. Now, Facebook doesn't offer this control. TikTok definitely doesn't. Their systems rely entirely on what you pause long enough to watch. If you don't see this option, update the Instagram app. If it's still missing, check again tomorrow. Meta is rolling it out over the next few days. Now, regulators have been pushing social media platforms to give users more control, especially after reports that these algorithms push harmful content to children. This is a positive step for Instagram. Hopefully, other platforms will follow its lead. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
It's always crazy what the algorithm decides to show you at random times.
That's true.
Me and my best friend, we have built each other's algorithms, and it makes a lot of sense.
That's how you know you're friends, when you build the algorithms together.
Yeah. All right. Well, don't go anywhere. Tobin is up next with sport.
At Hickory Treatment Center in Longview, we provide compassionate, evidence-based care for substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery.